if you are in an abusive relationship, you probably know already. Or probably your friends, your family, your significant other may have also pointed it out that
I feel like a relationship would be toxic to me in the sense of the fact that we are having a disagreement, you make it an excuse to disrespect me.
okay.
I'll give an example of you know?
Yeah, like why?
I've told you
That's
I want to go to
toxic.
my parents. Also say you've already traumatized me and ambassador bank. Oh, the
They didn't even allow you to have friends.
exactly.
It's illegal.
When I go to my parents, bwentuka mpaka mama oyo njogereko naye. Mama,
It even becomes disrespectful. And women, I don't know why you guys are only measuring. Even women.
Because I'm talking from maybe kind of experience and I'm a woman. You understand? Yes, I will try to bring their part, but njogera kunze. Yeah, like abasajja abali jealous to people. They are everything. like I'm looking for that.
Bachikola.
Bachikola.
But it's okay to be jealous, you guys. It's okay to be jealous. But it's the
to some
outburst to
extent.
jealous. Yeah. It's the outburst.
You know when to stop, like
Yeah. What? Bami. Moshi.
The swallow.
Never swallow. It's not beautiful. Like why?
Yeah.
That level of jealous is now not
adult.
okay. That's toxic. Like embarrassment, you have at work. She can go back to work. But at that point, for her, she thought that was the guy. No, he doesn't know how to control himself around me. He gets so jealous, but it is toxic.
Very. By the way, it's so hard to know that you're in a toxic relationship when you're inside it. Other people can be seeing it, but you actually momonda ovolava. Boy, shit, you're just na ye. Like, child, right? Pick up yourself. Anyway.
I don't know if this is like an example of a toxic relationship, but when you date someone, nayenga every time something wrong happens, no triangle munyunyuranga chikuzaako. It always ends up coming back to you. Like
never taking ownership. That's anything.
Ayenda. Nakugamba wabadde ogenze mu kyalo.
Kuziika.
Ate you understand? He's in wrong, naye
Stories goes back to
and they never compromise, they never put you first.
Sharon, on top of that, they are not even sorry.
And they're never
sorry.
You have not done anything wrong. What wrong has the guy done?
What do you
mean? You went to bury for 5 days.
Wrong.
You cannot skip anything in your 5 days.
Go to your relatives.
And there is what is that thing you can't keep in your pants? What is
it? 5 days.
Church
for 5 days.
Sure.
What is it? When you're in school for a month and you are okay?
I also have things I'm keeping.
Exactly.
And I don't know why it kills them so much if a babe cheats.
If they just get to know even have a suit on your phone and ngakugamba cha lete simu eyo.
Then
I'm going to
arrest you.
Actually, they don't do that. Again, they want me to as if for them when they cheat, for them they don't have to be bullied. But I've never understood why it's always the women carrying that burden.
I know. I have a friend. She told me a story. She was in a toxic relationship with this guy. So she loses her mother. So sad. She loses her mother. So she's talking to this guy and she's like, I'm not well. I've just lost my mother. Like, you're my guy. And this guy is like, nkutege dinner here. Nange in a week mbadde company chokoze bulungi ate abakozi bamenyeza. Like, basically, you have not recognized the fact that I've told you I've lost my mother. How insensitive
they are so self-centered. But guys, let us not only drive this to the side of the men. I have seen ladies who are toxic.
Yeah.
For the one thing and fighting Tulia Bachala is silence. But silence can kill someone. You know that. You keep
go far because
that's the best.
Do you know the reason as to why I'm silent? Excuse me, Rose. If you cannot recognize the fact that I'm silent on you, that means sagala kuvuma, sagala kuwemula. I'm choosing peace. Rose.
Guys, we've had a certain friend X, and they are very manipulative by doing. They won't necessarily
Rose, why are
tell
you
you.
Pointing at me?
They
Am I
won't
the friend X?
necessarily tell you that they want something.
But this is
But
what
then
I
they'll
think.
get you. Yeah, women can be manipulative in the worst possible
Chitandika
manner.
bwe kiti. Women, although we are not used to being loved, I don't know. Niyo
We
omusajja
are being taught the
wayagala
hard
nnyo
way.
omukyala. Byonooneka. I
say
swear
that.
to God. No, because we manipulate people that are nice to us as women. When a guy is nice to you first time, we've seen it with our friends before. When a guy is so nice to you, oyonze mmanyi kyenkola. Namwe mumondekera ajja kutereera. Because they know, but they have some buttons that they push. Yes, I know one. So that's how they end up being toxic.
So how do women be toxic? We need to also let the men know that if a woman is doing this to you, they are being toxic. And I will go. I know we may not be friends after this, but I have nothing to do for you.
You are not their mother.
You man.
I'm going to be the auntie.
Yes, if those men are out there, they are texting, they are calling every time. And this babe, I want this paragraph, gukomeri wansi weggulu. Mugulu ne wansi. Babe azemu okay. Namuwana, good morning my love, the beauty of my lady. Ngongongongo, manyi balimba. Omukitegeera ebyo nakulimba nakuteeka wale. No gamba good morning.
So a woman who doesn't reciprocate.
You know, yes, that energy. One.
But you people, there are some people who tie on their friends. In Zebanange, people tie.
Yeah.
As in, I've told you, let me
don't
see.
tie.
We are saying women.
I'm talking about
men.
women and men. This it's both ways. So we are two in the relationship. Okay, we are not even. You want to be in a relationship with me? Ongambia kale. You are starting your good morning, baby. You are forcing it. You are pushing it. I already told you. I do not want your things. Sagala. Now you force the thing on me, baby. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful. And then I tell you good morning. Kakati, you start calling me on Mazeke Mirembe. Even my supposed to be boyfriend is like, na you know mugoba kwegamba. You finish piss on me. You finish all the piss on me.
It's there.
You don't understand.
Another thing, you know what I really want to address, all of you. Women, stop using silent treatment on men as a way of getting value.
Hold on. Rose, hold on. Actually, Rose, okay. You're my husband. You've not slept at home. Onimbye. Baby, ngenze ne mkwano gwange sekanjako. Out. You people, wait. No, wait. You're my husband. Babe, I'm not going to come back. I stepped out with my friend Sekanjako. And then you call me at 10. Actually, you don't call. You just don't come back at home. You sleep out. No koma okumacha. Oba yagala nkusimisa amanyo. Nkuwe mule we mule. How you wait? I want this thing to be in Rose's hands. You're my husband. Oyingidde tata. Oh, good babe. Come and open. Nenzija kamama nkugulire. Oba yagala ntandikirewo kuwe ebibyo. Nkuwe mule we mule kusimisa amanyo gakomberere. Oba would you prefer my silence? No.
Being violent.
No, I'm actually go agambye.
Women.
Wait, Rose. No, wait. I want you to tell me, would you want me to quarrel at you? Or to keep quiet? Wait, hold up actually. Oyagala nsirika nkutunuulire mala okwetereza mala sit you down gambe.
I am just having a plea to the director to add a man to this panel because I kind of feel like women are taking over.
No, hold up. Wamba Mosh wandiyagadde tukole tutya? Wandiyagadde okomewo nkuwemule nkuvume oba nsirike netereze male nkutuuze ngambe mukwano. Byokozesa byagala.
That is
what would you prefer, Mosh?
Ideal.
Rose, wait. Okay. Mosh, what would you prefer?
This is kind of like getting out.
I will not let it go. No.
What she's trying to say.
No. Sometimes it is not toxic.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm respecting you. I don't want to
approach things.
Exactly. I do not want to abuse you. I don't want to disrespect you. I want to keep quiet.
And keep the relationship moving.
You're not listening to me, Shina.
Because
what I am saying at this point is, if a partner decides, let me draw back, and I feel better, then I will communicate. That is different. But I'm saying women who intentionally choose not to talk to their partners. Out of their
Rose, women are not stupid. By the time I'm choosing to keep quiet, there is a reason behind that. And if you cannot read my silence,
and you work on it.
Ngatoyogera nange, ngatonda takatunda, ngatobuukabuuka nga nkomyewo nga bw'okola. If you're blind enough not to see that, then you're toxic. You're toxic. If you're my husband, you're toxic.
Do we believe women are toxic?
Yes,
Okay, that silent treatment
is not toxic.
Yes, it is not.
Okay,
it is a method of
Women that beat their men.
tuleka silent treatment tugenda ku birala.
Scaring your partner.
Yes, scaring.
I saw this somewhere. It was actually in a movie, but that woman made so much sense. So that guy comes back at night, musajja watu. I think abambwenzi, it is often.
saying musajja watu nga babwe.
Wabula.
So it is okay for abantu.
Generally.
Rose, give us. Today we are not with
We have
you.
given you our men.
You go with them.
Take all of them.
Take all the men in the house.
The guy was from the other lady's house.
Solomon, you know. She among the wives.
The concubines.
Exactly.
By the way.
I hope when you see this you understand our story. Okay, let me drive the point home. Okay, si musajja watu musajja. He was from cheating. And women can tell because the perfume had changed. Omanyi osabuni bwa lojo. Guys, back to that point. So this guy comes in, and the woman had seen this kind of behavior. Women not pattern. When? Abakazi tuli very, very, very clever. Exactly. We have a part. Number one, I iron your shirt, your trouser, even if I don't, I know them. So there's a way in which it comes. Nga kakindo kalimuka. You get? I just know. It has been twisted. But I'll shut down. So that was the thing going on with this couple.
Silence.
So the woman serves the guy food. You know, they pretend as if they are hungry. I'm serving a meal at the table. Everything is kawa.
First round.
So as the woman is eating, the guy is eating, almost done. I'm going I'm not in a man. Okay, now in that jogging and no club in Navio Yaga, no come out, no young. What about the move? You guys.
But is that toxic?
It's toxic.
No.
I'm defending.
What do you mean that?
Actually, Rose, we should do another show. Methods. Methods. Ways.
You can torture that guy.
Yes, torture. Actually, torture. I know. A cheating man.
Yes. At safe space. Do not encourage violence.
No,
Please do not try this at home.
Protect your peace all that time.
Yes.
I cannot imagine that women, ladies on this panel, have refused to even note as something as small as, I just asked, can women be toxic? You said yes. But you're not even pointing
But to a lesser extent.
I know.
To a greater extent, men are toxic.
Because they have the
Always, bagamba the women. For the first time, men are toxic. They need to be kubulidi. That I do not know even why we have kojas. I do not understand it. But in this marriage thing, it takes to tango.
Yeah.
You cannot say every blame muchala. Musajja wacha kumaholet. Nkubanga gotokola kino. Mwana na why does he cheat? Because you don't know how to turn in bed. What is it?
Ekiwate tukinyole tutya bannange.
I do not get it. Men also need to work on themselves.
Okay. Now
It's a
I
lot.
have accepted.
Yes.
You guys have won.
Yes.
Probably next time I will get me and Mosh to let you not to get
Let me
toxicity
say-
of women.
No, Rose,
Yeah.
what you're getting wrong, we are not refusing to women are not what? Toxic.
We said they
Now,
are.
yeah, they are actually. Oba okitegeera. Naye sometimes, for abakazi we are naturally nurturing. Wantuukira okuvaamu ogwo ogutima oba olina naawe kyonsindikiriza ku kisenge neŋŋamba ekiba kibe. Have you heard of wives poisoning their husbands? Kyakajja amugunda n'amugunda neyeekyawo omulundi gumu n'agamba nayo
it can take like even 10 years bakyamukolerera preparation.
So the work needs to be done on the side of men.
Exactly.
We agree on that point.
Yes.
If I feel like if there are men, let me say like church leaders, those ones who feel they have it figured out, they should. I mean, what do they mean by men's conference? Boosting men. Such I don't even understand such nonsense. Men should have those like conferences with sense. Like yes, but there are different ways to show you love your woman. There are different ways to handle your woman. There are different ways to handle these things. I feel like men should have conferences which have sense. Java, maybe Java women, you know, Chisakate, they should have those conferences with sense. Maybe church leaders are talking, and also men should learn to follow the Bible. There are better ways to do this. Those things of Ogenda Muchifo, and then Olimu in your house. Now you want to show nze musajja waka mulina okumpa enkoko nkulu. Relax. No, there are men who actually ask for this thing. Anyway, let me not go there, but you feel muchofo yingira mu nyumba nze jamu engato tola banze mwami wonkomyewo ngefukamira tokola otya. I mean, this woman is also a human being. She has feelings. Aina java mutwale mpola. With time she will pick up where you want to be, and then also talk about issues that stress you out. Bunze, maybe I don't like the way you cook. Maybe I don't like. And even there are men even who make their relationships public. No gain daddy. Or let olugambo luzab or luja mu family or luzeri. Learn to make your marriage work, make your relationships work. Febe mugamba tugenda bageya. We shall talk about it, and it will even become more toxic. We shall recommend more people to spoil it. Anyway.
Tugenda bageya.
Yes.
So guys, I shouldn't trust you guys with my issues. Anytime now, move on.
But church leaders, we need help.
Yeah, but okay, we understand now when it comes to relationships, and our generation, we need help. So ladies, earlier on when we were talking, we have all come to the conclusion toxic when it comes to men and women relationship. You're perfect, we have accepted. Yes. Is it what you want to register on this fateful day?
Yes.
On safe space? Do you affirm that women are not toxic?
We are perfect.
Okay. At some extent we are.
They are women and women.
On a lesser extent,
the mere
actually,
fact that you all have refused and continuously refused to identify your toxicity. Now let me ask you an obvious question. When it comes to girlfriends, how do you know your girlfriend is toxic? And don't even try and tell me girls are nonsense with each other. You people have the most
Girls are the worst
relationships.
with
She
each
just
other.
said what did you say? How girls toxic?
that.
But gossip is normal. You
No,
just
gossip is gossip.
Gossip
yes?
is not normal.
No,
there is
gossip
good
not
gossip
entirely
and bad
toxic,
and bad
yes.
gossip.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good gossip.
good gossip, you know, like you want to know more details about what is going on. And then there is this one whereby chisusa nakugambye ekizibu kyange mbu this is happening in my relationship. No chongera muno chichusa. You make it seem like we are bad. It will end in tears. If it won't end in tears, what will it end in? Let it end.
Women have refused to accept.
No.
They can be toxic.
No, in
Even they
relationship-
just say that gossip. There is good gossip and bad gossip.
In relationships,
Oh!
in relationships that are friend relationships, okay, girlfriends. It can be the
Girlfriends
worst.
particularly.
Because main reason being abakyala tebeyagaliza. A woman's biggest enemy is a fellow woman.
Exactly.
Yes, that's a truth. That's a hard truth. So we can tend to be toxic to our fellow, even friends, sorry to say, even friends. But signs you would know your friend is toxic, in case she's never happy for you.
Yeah, when something happens, yeah.
You have your job, your achievement. But she knows you've been struggling.
I know.
You ask her for that car 20k every once in a while. Now you have this big opportunity. At least start small. But she's already discouraging you. When you put on, maybe I told you made a blue. No, God, let me shine.
Blue. Okay, Sharon, I want to hear from you.
About I think maybe when they know about my insecurities
And they expound.
they keep on bringing
Poking you.
Yeah.
like all the sides of the but
Yeah, like for example, I kind of feel like that dress in any kind of
you just say young. For real. But
Okay.
I think
Shana.
I think if I confide in someone, in a friend, and I find my
Business elsewhere.
exactly,
No,
I'll
that's
know.
serious.
But you're not good for me. I've trusted you. Why? You know, you're toxic.
Miss Joven. Girlfriends.
My girlfriends, but I love you ladies, but there are those little things we do knowingly or unknowingly that make other people uncomfortable. I don't know how to bring it up, but as everyone has said, we have ladies tetwagaliza and it's okay about wanjagaliza, but as in touching that guy, keep it to yourself. What wanjagaliza, don't even be my friend, because what is it? It's about friendship, is about love. You know, being happy for others and everything nice and
Okay,
vibes.
I want to thank you and cut all of you right there. There is one thing about girls I never ever understand. I'll never understand. You know it's toxic. Let me first measure on the girls. You know it's toxic. You allow it. You accept, and you still stick by. I'm not going to ask you why, but let me ask you, how do you live? Now we have a few minutes, so just think about way. How do you live and when do you live? And I'll go first on this one. I am an advocate for me and me and me. I love people, I don't mind you, but if my peace is on edge, I'm out the door. If there is any form of violence, I'm out the door. You need to have a strong stand on certain things in life. There are things you can't accept. He's beating you, walk. He's using abusive language. She is using abusive language, walk.
I think where violence is involved, don't even compromise. You don't have to think twice. Walk. In fact, run. Then in other instances, you can seek help. Like
We are looking
Africans-
at when to walk.
No, Auntie, this is exactly my point. You walk immediately in case he's physically violent, or even in your friends, if your friends beat you. I don't think that happens. But then in other cases where it's not violent, I feel like Africans look down on therapy.
Yeah.
They think it's for the weak, but you can get therapy with your
therapy is
lover.
a
Because at some point they don't know. Maybe they don't know what they do is toxic. Maybe some of us have very many insecurities. Yeah, so maybe talk to them, seek help. Then in friendships, we can all be toxic. None of us are perfect. So compromise where you can, understand your friends where you can. Yeah. That's it for me.
me personally, where communication fails, you try to talk to this person about their traits, like they are being negative all the time, and you try and talk like the first time, second time, third time, and it fails. Totally end talking and muchusa walk.
When it's mentally draining you, webaka wenechikangabako bankubye bannantanziramu. Like that mental disorder, wabakuletera that mental disability. Look at me saying, you can't sleep,
You get depressed.
you get depressed, you
start
can't
opting
eat.
for alcohol.
Jesus, you start doing drugs just to get sleep. When it's mentally draining you, walk. And the other thing, when they are not remorseful, no munenya lero, no munenya ncha, ku January to December, week ku week, mwezi ku mwezi, they are not sorry, but they are promising to change. You've given him or her enough time, walk.
Thank you. Miss Joven?
The red flags we always ignore. Or let me say omusajja akugamba nze ewaffe tukuba. Naye kati for yo jagamba he's calm. He won't beat
He's
me.
different.
He loves me. He's different. That's what you are missing out. Ekyo kyennyini ky'ododginga, it's what will happen to you. If things like that you notice them, kwata engatto zo zigyemu bigere dduka.
Thank you so much. What haven't they said? Everything is well said. You can pick out what works for you and then what doesn't, because techuamena matama abiri. And ladies out there, you can be toxic and you can also kwekuba mu torch and you also see that what I am doing is not right in this particular relationship, especially on a part of reciprocating love. We still fail in that section. So let's not sit back and feel like since Sheena was emphasizing men are this way, then probably I'm perfect. But you have your own insecurities and weaknesses that you can work on and make the relationship better. But as the safe space, ladies, we will not condone violence. If there is any form of beating, slapping, abusive language, I don't know how many times I have to say it, seek for help, walk. If you can't walk easily, because sometimes probably there is trouble in the way, seek for help. And that's all the time we had in Safe Space today. Thank you so much. And do not forget Tamam Properties. Airbnb, property management, properties for sale, Tamam is your to-go-to. You can check them out on their website, www.tamamproperties.com. Thank you so much, guys. And that's all from us.
Bye.